Hello and good morning grade 5. Welcome to computer class. This is week 7 lecture 1. Dear students, I hope you have gone through the last lectures of lesson 2, where we have learned what are storage devices and examples of primary storage devices. Today we will discuss secondary storage devices. I hope you find this a fun lesson. And I also hope that you will learn something new from this lesson. Now pay attention to the video and enjoy the class. Students, as you know, primary memory is volatile and has limited capacity to store data. Hope you remember the term volatile and non-volatile, which we have discussed in the previous lesson. So it is important to have some other form of memory on which data and programs can be stored, even when the computer turned or switched off. Secondary memory is where programs and data are stored for future use, alternatively referred to as external memory, secondary memory, and auxiliary storage. Secondary storage refers to storage devices and media that are not constantly accessible by a computer system. These devices and media must be either plugged in or inserted into a computer to be accessed by the system. Students, many times you have listened the common terms CD, DVD and USB, because these are famous terms for store our data, but have no idea what these devices are. Students, all these devices are known as secondary storage devices. Types of secondary storage devices are floppy disks, hard disks, CDs, DVDs, BluRay disks and flash drives. Let's learn about each of them in detail. So first in the row is floppy disk. It is an old storage technology that is made up of a circular piece of thin, flexible magnetic storage medium, encased in a square or rectangular plastic wallet. It's also be used for transferring data. Floppy disks store much less data than a CD-ROM disk or USB flash drive. A normal 3.5-inch disk can store 1.44 megabytes of data, and 5.25 inches in diameter can store 1.2 megabytes of data. Second is hard disk. When you save data or install programs on your computer, the information is typically written to your hard disk. The hard disk is a spindle of magnetic disks, called platters, that record and store information. Because the data is stored magnetically, information recorded to the hard disk remains intact after you turn your computer off. A hard disk is made up of a collection of disks, known as platters. The platters are coated with magnetic material, and each platter consists of several invisible circles called tracks. The tracks are further divided into sectors. Data is recorded on these tracks in the form of tiny magnetic spots. The presence of a magnetic spot represents the bit 1 and its absence represents the bit 0. Third is CD-ROM. A CD-ROM or compact disc read-only memory also consists of tracks and sectors. It can store up to 700 MB of data. CD-ROMs are available in two main forms. CDR compact disc recordable data once written onto it can be erased. It can only be read. CDRW compact disc rewritable data once written onto it can be erased to write or record new data many times. It is also called an erasable CD. To use a CD-ROM, a device called a CD-ROM drive is needed on the computer. Fourth is DVD. A DVD or digital video disc is also called a digital versatile disc. It stores up to 4.7 gigabytes of data. It looks similar to a CD. To use a DVD-ROM drive is needed on the computer. Students, do you know that you can play CDs on a DVD drive, but cannot play DVDs in a CD drive? Fifth is BluRay disk. The name BluRay is derived from the technology that is used to read the disk blue from blue-violet laser and ray from an optical ray. A BluRay disk looks similar to a CD or a DVD, but can contain up to 25 gigabytes of data. To use a BluRay disk, a reader is required. Some higher models of laptop have a BluRay reader. Users prefer BluRay disks because it has more storage capacity. A lot more than DVDs, and best image resolution just means how your picture looks. Last is flash drive. Most famous storage device. It can be used to read, write, delete or transfer data. It is famous because easy to use and small enough to carry around in your pocket. To use a flash drive, a USB port is needed. The device is plugged into the USB port of the computer. A flash drive comes in various storage capacities. Examples are 1 GB, 2 GB, 4 GB, 8 GB, 16 GB, and so on. That's all for this class. See you. Have a good day.